The idea of acquiring Greenland has long lingered in the corridors of power, but when Donald Trump brought it to the forefront, it became a topic of heated discussion. The notion that the United States might seek to purchase this vast, icy expanse of land, rich in natural resources and strategically located between North America and Europe, struck many as both audacious and perplexing. Trump's assertion that, by hook or by crook, the U.S. would gain control of Greenland encapsulated a mindset that often prioritizes national interests over diplomatic niceties. Greenland, a semi-autonomous territory of Denmark, has been viewed through a lens of geopolitical significance. As the Arctic ice melts, new shipping routes are emerging, and the potential for untapped natural resources, including oil and minerals, becomes more enticing. Trump's comments about the island's strategic importance echoed a broader narrative about securing resources and asserting dominance in a rapidly changing global landscape. His insistence that the U.S. would ensure the safety and prosperity of Greenland's residents, while simultaneously pursuing control, raised questions about the genuine nature of such promises. The rhetoric used by Trump was emblematic of a transactional approach to foreign policy, where territories are viewed as commodities, rather than places inhabited by people with their own histories and aspirations. His message to the people of Greenland was one of assurance, suggesting that under U.S. stewardship, they would experience unprecedented growth and security. However, such promises often gloss over the complexities of sovereignty and self-determination. The residents of Greenland, with their rich cultural heritage and deep connection to the land, might have reservations about being treated as pawns in a larger geopolitical game. The reaction from Denmark and the global community was swift. Danish officials expressed disbelief at the idea of selling Greenland, emphasizing that it is not for sale. The situation highlighted the delicate balance of international relations, where historical ties and national pride can complicate even the most seemingly straightforward negotiations. It raised the question of how far a nation might go in pursuit of its interests and whether such pursuits could lead to a re-evaluation of long-standing alliances. While the prospect of acquiring Greenland may have been framed as a strategic necessity, it also reflected a deeper anxiety about the shifting dynamics of global power. As nations vie for influence in the Arctic, the stakes are higher than ever. The implications of such ambitions extend beyond mere territorial expansion. They touch upon issues of climate change, indigenous rights, and the future of international cooperation in an increasingly fragmented world. In this context, Trump's comments can be seen as both a reflection of American exceptionalism and a challenge to the established norms of diplomacy. The idea that the U.S. could simply assert its will over a territory like Greenland, regardless of the wishes of its inhabitants or the Danish government, speaks to a broader narrative of unilateralism that has defined much of contemporary American foreign policy. Ultimately, the discussion surrounding Greenland serves as a microcosm of larger global tensions. It invites reflection on the nature of power, the ethics of acquisition, and the importance of respecting the voices of those who inhabit the lands in question. As the world watches, it becomes clear that the future of Greenland, and indeed the Arctic, will be shaped not just by the ambitions of powerful nations, but also by the resilience and agency of its people. In the quest for security and resources, the challenge remains how to navigate these ambitions in a way that honors the rights and aspirations of all involved.